Hey, and a warm welcome. It's Joanna Hunter here from joannahunter.com, and this is a Canva tutorial. So I want to just dive deep into what Canva does and how it can help you in your business. So the first thing that I want you to do is obviously get a Canva account and log into it. So this is a logged in account. Now I have a paid for account. So I have a few features that you won't get unless you've got a paid for account. So they aren't massively different. They're just like I get my color palettes, I can upload them, and I've got special fonts and things like that. So basically in Canva you get this screen awaits you. So these are some of my projects that I have made in Canva. Now if you followed me for a while, you will be able to recognize some of these. Okay, so you'll see. So you'll see the amount of stuff that I actually make in Canva, and I love, love, love Canva for this reason. So you can see like there is just a ridiculous amount of stuff that I make in Canva. So the first thing is I've actually got a couple of jobs to make because I have got some stuff from Akashic Records, because we're going to do an Akashic Record course that I'm putting together. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to create a social media meme to let people know that I have an Akashic Record course coming up. So the first thing I'm going to do is click this, and it'll come up with a size which is 800 pixels by 800 pixels. So it's quite a nice size, this file. If you're doing this on PicMonkey, what you will get is you will get a file that is 2000 pixels by 2000 pixels, which is humongous. So you can go down these, which is preloaded. Now some of these have got little dollar sign and they'll literally cost you $1, or you've got the free ones here. And you can just go through these and find one that you like, basically. And or if you don't find one that you like, then you can obviously make your own. So this is what I tend to do. I tend to make my own rather than use these guys. But I mean, if you're not very good at design, for instance, like it's so easy just to grab one of these and to make it your own. Super, super, super easy. So for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to grab one of these. So let's pick one of the ones that are sort of free. I'm getting into all the paid ones. Okay. What's this one? Oh, an actual person who is having a baby shower. Well, this is cool. You can use this for anything. So this shows you how customizable it is. So you might decide that you like this for a workshop. So the first thing that you're going to do is you might want to change the background. Now this document has its own colors. Now this is a difference in me in the fact that I've got the paid version, because I have my joannahunter.com color palette. So I might decide I want to go in and change the background to this rather in your face green, and I'll go for that. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it to the Divine Planning Abundant Profits color palette. So the next thing I want to do is click on this, and don't click on the writing, I want to click on the boxes. I'm going to change them to my rather bright orange. And you just go in. Depending on what you click on, you get obviously information. So I'll change that to the orange. So I'm just clicking through, making all the changes. Okay. And then here you could have something like I'm actually going to get rid of that altogether, because I have a nice logo that will go there. Okay, so I've done that bigger than they allow, so I'm going to click that. I change my color to that bright orange. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to select my font, like this, so you can get an idea. If I wanted, I could change him to like a nice color that would fit in, but I don't want him, so I'm going to delete him. And instead, what I can do, and then I can put in my date here, for instance. So I could put in, can't remember what date it is that I'm starting with it, but let's go with the 20th. Let's go into, I'll just do Jan, and the date is 2017. So you can see how easy I'm customizing this. And then I've gone into uploads, and I want to show you this because you can upload your own images here, which is really cool. So in the images that I have here, I have got, oh, I need to go back into this one. So here's my lovely teachers for Bali. And you recognize a lot of this stuff here. So you can see that I use Canva very, very often. So I have a lovely Divine Planning Abundant Profits logo. I'm just going to make that smaller, and I can pop that there so you can all see it. And that's nice and centered. So you see you get the little lines for centering stuff, so that's nice and centered. I can put in times, I can put in whatever. I could change this to join us. And it can change it, so you can see. Other thing I can do as well is in my uploads here, I should have a rather lovely, can find it, here they are, come up in a minute, it's just loading up for me. This is the big bugger with Canva, unfortunately, you can't make things gold. And if you're like a complete sparkle queen like me, it's a bit of a bind, because I do like gold and glitter lettering. So here's what I've done, is just taken an image and made it so large that it's become my background, and Canva will automatically just turn that into your background, and then you can play with it. And then the other thing I can do is I might like to actually have it like this, can flip it around, move it around, so it actually looks better like that. So voila. And say for instance this does not have all this baby shower stuff on it, but it can have anything else on it, so it gives you a little idea. And then you just go up here and you just change your title design. So DPAP stands for Divine Planning Abundant Profits, and starting meme, and then I've just named it. So over here is where I get something different, because I've got a paid version. Now, the paid version is not hugely expensive, and if you are making money in your business, I do suggest that you go for the paid version. Absolutely do not go for the paid version if you are not making money in your business yet. Okay, keep your costs down as low as possible. Promise you, you can make do with a lot of stuff for free to start with. So use the free version, enjoy it, and then go into paid versions when your business is ticking over, and that you've got, you can absorb those expenses really easily. So one of the cool things that I have here is this thing called Magic Resize. So Magic Resize, if I tick that, it will allow me to, all these other document sizes, it will allow me to resize this document into all these different ones, like album covers and blog graphics and blog titles. So imagine you're doing a blog and you're wanting a blog graphic and you're wanting a blog title and lots of different things. Like you're wanting to create a wallpaper, you might want to create a range of freebies that people can download their wallpapers for their computers. Quite nice. Certificates and resumes, and like Twitter post, Pinterest graphic, Facebook post. You can do all this, so you can just resize, but we're not going to do that. All our changes are saved here, so this is really important, this bit up here. You got to make sure that they're all saved, and then if you want to download this, you're going to click this one, and it gives you a recommended thing, or you can click on here and you can have it as a PDF. I don't know why you would want to have a social media post as PDF, but you can, and you get a choice of a standard or a print, and this will actually affect the file size. So for print, obviously, if it's going to be super duper duper lovely, 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 and you want it really crisp, really, really good images, you want print. If you are going to use it to upload into a website, for instance, or you're going to use it to upload into one of your programs, I tend to go for the standard version. And the reason I tend to go for the standard version is that the file size is slightly smaller. And you know, it makes it easier and faster for people to download. And really, at the end of the day, you know, it's not a huge difference in the quality, obviously, in the print quality. If you're going and having it done on glossy mags or glossy something, you want that high end look, and you want that crisp and the high HD basically. But for your programs, the standard is really good, and you'll get a really, really nice image, but it'll not be as crisp as the print version. And then you can have a JPEG, obviously, so as well. So it's just two file formats. I tend to go for PNG. There's no really rhyme or reason why, I just do. And I upload that. So it recommends the PNG in this aspect. It will recommend to you what it feels is the best thing for your file. So, and then you would just click download, and then that would download that image. I don't want to do that because I don't want this file on my computer just now, because I'd want to beautify a bit more and change all the chisel on it. See if I can change this. Yeah, so I can go in here and pop these as purple. You can see just how quick you can change something. This uploaded thing here is super, super handy. So basically you can have, I have loads of uploads, so I can go in here and I have lots of different files of things. So I have beautiful textures, like here, I've got some really gorgeous like imagery that can go in the background. And in the background you'll recognize this from my Akashic Records image. So this is how I do it. I have a very clever hubby actually on Photoshop, so he helps me and grabs these sort of images for me, watercolor blobs, that kind of thing. It's all kind of part of my branding for some of my brands that I have. So, and then the sacred geometry, and then we have like a bit of glitter. So I could decide what I could do with this, or I could make this slightly bigger. I don't want to make it too big because I don't want it to fit in. But like for instance, I could pop that there if I wanted, and then I could arrange it to go and drop into the back and just keep going until it's all the way into the back. Can you see those little dots? Those little dots, it tells you what layer it's on. Okay, so it's just been super quick tutorial again. Like, that's kind of cute, right? And so that's kind of thing that you can do, and if you don't like that, you can bin it. The other thing as well that's super cool is that I can put a link, and I could pop a link in here and apply that, and as long as that stayed in, it will make it clickable, which is really cool. So if you're doing PDFs, you can pop in clickable links. If you're sharing, for instance, websites that you think might be really good or something like that, you can pop them in, which is super, super, super awesome. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. It was very, very quick. Before we sign off from this one, what I wanted to do is just jump into the designs and show you another way to do. So here, for instance, is a presentation. So if you're doing voiceover slides, for instance, for one of your programs, this is really, really cool, and you might want to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go purely in to my library here of things. So if you like these and these kits and stuff that I have, and you happen to think, oh, I wouldn't mind some iPads, and like these are really cool because I can change them about a little bit. And you might look at these and think, oh, these are awesome. I wouldn't mind to be able to do some of these. Then what we have coming up, me and my husband, is my husband's actually doing some designs at the moment for us where you can purchase these, which are really cool. So you can get, we're going to do them in all different brand colors. So basically, what I've done here is, we can make that plant a little bit bigger because it looks a bit odd. It's very, very wee. So this isn't the nicest design I have ever made, I have to confess. But if I can create a nice border here, and then now what I can do is pop on text here. So you can just write your text, and then obviously I can change it into the brand colors. And what I've ended up with then is I can write slides, do lots of really pretty slides and things like that. In true Blue Peter style, here's one I made up earlier. So you can see it's a lot prettier because I spent a lot bit more time on this. So I just pop that in, and then I can just write my text and stuff on here, and I can write, I don't want that. So, and then I can turn these into slides, and I can talk, and then I can do what I'm doing here, which is the voiceover recording and recording my screen. And I can flick through these. I can turn these into a slideshow. So what I would do to turn it into a slideshow is I would just click copy. I come out of that and click copy. Gives exactly the same again. I can put different text here. And if I keep going like this, then what I want to do is download them as PDFs, and then on then in my computer I want to look in the preview, and that creates obviously these images really big, and then I will be able to flick through these images and record my screen at the same time and talk over my slides. So that's just one way of doing it. Or you create these blanks and you pop this into Keynote or your sort of the presentation app for Windows. So there's a couple of ways that you can do it. So I hope that this tool tech on Canva has been really beneficial and really useful to you. I absolutely love and adore Canva. I think it's absolutely great what you get, and there's just, you know, you can do so much with it, and it's really, really great to use. It's a great tool to use. So but we understand, me and my husband understand, that getting these PNG files with no backgrounds like this isn't the easiest unless you're a whiz at Photoshop. So what we've decided to do is to create a range of these that will actually like complement many businesses. And again, they're going to be designed specifically for spiritual businesses in mind. So we've got some like really cool things like little crystals, and like really, really cool stuff like incense and stuff like that, so that you can make your own kind of spiritual versions, and we'll have them all branded up with like gorgeous different colors. So there'll be like a whole load of different packs, and then what you do is you just purchase one of the packs. There you get a pack of images, you upload the images like this to Canva, like this. So there will be like sacred geometry in there and everything. You'll get a load of different things. So say for instance you wanted to pop this in, you can pop this in like here. In fact, you can make this huge, and drop this, arrange this to the back. You can do layers and things. So lots and lots of cool stuff coming up. But I hope you've enjoyed this. And as you can see, I use it a lot for all different stuff. So you'll recognize a load of stuff in here from my programs, from my freebies and everything. So even got my little dog in here. So I will speak to you soon. My name is Joanna Hunter of joannahunter.com, and I will speak to you soon. Bye now.